Now joined by our second place finisher, Kyle Busch, driver of the number 18 Interstate Batteries Toyota. Kyle, tell us about your run today.
Well, it was good. We started out early, obviously qualifying on the pole, leading some laps there, and felt like we had a good car. But late in the runs, it would just seem like I was burning up the front tires a little too much, and those guys were able to get by me. I could somewhat maintain with them, but then throughout the race, we just really couldn't make any adjustments that would help the race car. It just seemed like we kept making adjustments that would either keep it the same or screw up something else, but help something else. So you were kind of always just running the same lap time. It never really gained any speed. So it was just a little bit easier to drive in the beginning part of the race, and a little bit there at the end, saving fuel and whatnot, just trying to bide our time as much as we could, and make sure we were easy on that gas pedal, just trying to make it to the end. And had a late caution there that we probably should have pitted, but we'd have that win. So you'll do stupid things with that opportunity when it presents itself, and we stayed out, and lo and behold, it worked for us. So we ended up coming home second today, running out right at start finish, perfect time.
Questions for Kyle?
Kyle Magda, Speedway Digest. You battled with Brad yesterday as well. Did you have anything for him today?
Oh, no, I don't think anybody did. Denny was the best Gibbs car, so he probably had a better shot at him than any of us did, but it seemed like he kind of stalled out in third there on that last run, trying to get up there. We started so far back. I mean, it just, I think we were 11th and 12th or something like that on that restart there with that long run, and Denny made some good ground. I couldn't do that, but, unfortunately, they felt like they were too short and had to pit.
What were you thinking when that caution came out? I know you made it right at the checkered. What were you thinking when that caution came out?
Well, I never really know how close we are. So that's probably a good thing, being a little bit dumb and not knowing. So, Dave asked me, he goes, man, we're close. He goes, what do you want to do here? You want to gamble and stay out? And I was like, yeah, hell, might as well, restarting back there and all that traffic, you can get bottled up in a wreck or something else. And if it goes one green, white checker, you're golden. But if it goes more than that, you're going to be screwed, basically. So thankfully it only went one, and we made it, but we didn't have to pit. So, it helped us. And if we would have run out coming off turn 4, we may have been 4th or 5th instead of wherever the heck Denny is.
Thank you. Right here.
Tactical and NASCAR.com. Kyle, Denny just mentioned that JGR as a whole, your short track program, has really increased over the past few years. Can you just talk about that a little bit?
Increased or decreased? Well, we'd actually say it's decreased. Last year and early part of this year, Martinsville, Richmond, I'd say that our short track program's decreased. Unfortunately, you haven't seen the 11 and the 18 winning as many short tracks like we used to be so dominant at. And Denny went and did a test for us at Richmond last week for Goodyear, and learned some things that he brought here. And so today was just a true testament to teamwork. And what we did with our race car was somewhat try to mirror what the 11 was doing this weekend, and put some of their stuff in. So real proud of the effort there that we had somewhat similar race cars. All three of us did, for that matter. I think we were second, third, fourth there for a part of the race, because there was only one car that was lights out on the rest.
Right here.
Rob Tiangson of the podiumfinish.com. Kyle, how much would you say that you've noticed some of the strength coming back to Joe Gibbs Racing this past week? I know you said that the short track program has, in your opinion, has decreased, but it seems like you guys have made some ground up on the Hendrick Chevys and the Penske Fords.
Well, yeah, I mean, this weekend here was a positive. Like I said, Denny made a test, and we were a little bit better there at Kentucky. We made some good changes to our race car and got better, and we're able to finish second there as well. So the last 2 races for us, we've been seconds, but, it'd be nice to get up there and lead some more laps, be a little bit more dominant, and show that we've got a little bit better car than where we're running. So we'll get there, hopefully, and, it's not quite time to have to get ready to go for the chase, but it's about that time, so we got a few weeks.
Dan Gelson, the Associated Press. Kyle, did you, running up front today, did you notice a problem with Morgan Shepherd? Was he in your way? He took out Joey. He was 15 laps down when he did that. Was he a problem for you and other drivers up front?
It seemed like he had a hard time holding the bottom of the racetrack a little bit, but that's sometimes to be expected. It's so flat down there. But there were other lap cars that were just rolling around on the top and not getting into anybody's way, really. So, I'm not sure what happened with the Joey thing. I didn't see it at all. There were not so prime times that I caught them and had to go around them. But fortunately, everything was fine with me. So. No, don't get into that. Jesus, I'll be 65 trying to race, and you'll be kicking me out.
We'll go to the press box, please.
Kyle, Michael Vega, Boston Globe. Just following up on the question you were asked previously, given the gains you guys have made and your pole run here, how does this bode for September for your team, do you think?
Well, everything's kind of changing as we go here this season. It seems like things are kind of this way or that way on the given weekends, but there's been some cars that have had some really, really fast cars all year round. So we're not quite there. We have gotten some good finishes, though, but we haven't led the laps we want to be leading. We haven't been such dominant forces that we were last year. I mean, at this time last year, Kenseth and myself and, the races that Denny was able to make, we led a lot of laps. Unfortunately, we just haven't quite seen that yet this year. So trying to get better, and once we do, I think everybody will see, and you'll start hearing the name JGR a little more.
One follow-up, Kyle. You said that the short track program has decreased. You're heading into Indianapolis in 2 weeks. How do you feel about the super speedway program?
Well, that's sort of a short track thing too. You have to have a short track setup, but with a super speedway body, essentially. You got to carry a lot of speed down the straightaways, but you also have to have a big horsepower motor and be able to get down them straightaways quick. So, we tested it a couple weeks ago. We weren't as fast as we wanted to be, but we were better than other cars that were at the test. So, we've got something to look forward to, but yet know that hopefully we can zone in on where some more speed's at.
Thank you, Kyle.
All right.